In the currency quadrant, pretty good jump in the Canadian dollar. We don't talk about that currency much lately because it's so tied to the US dollar, and a lot of that has been tied to US-China trade talks. But we got a jump of 0.75%, and that is the first up session in the last 5 sessions. We had 4 consecutive down sessions in a row, none as big as the jump we got today, which finished off a little under 0.5% higher. But on the highs, it was up 0.75%. It's a pretty strong reversal there. Turned the week near positive. The jobs data in Canada was very good. We had strong job additions in Canada. We had a better unemployment rate and some small wage growth in certain sectors. So that helped with the Canadian dollar strength. The Bank of Canada has been pretty dovish lately, and these types of job numbers could tend to put a little bit of pressure on central banks globally, and that will be the case with the Central Bank of Canada as well, the Bank of Canada. And they could potentially move toward a little bit tighter policy if data continues in this direction. We've seen that from Mexico, we've seen it in the US, we may be seeing it in Canada as well, all an effect of these 3 countries not having trade tensions with each other, while the US seems to have trade tensions with their major trading partners, namely China and the EU. And then on top of that, the US dollar index was lower. A weaker CPI in the US weakened the dollar against all the major pairs. Canadian dollar was not immune to that. The dollar overall was only down about 0.9%. I'm sorry, 9 basis points actually, so not even 0.1%, but it's enough to help the other pairs because of the weighting in the dollar index get a little bit of a bid to it. Canadian dollar took advantage of that situation as well.